Hi guys, welcome back to a new Boom Beach video. Today I'm going to be doing a rating your operation attacks. I am in Mini Rejects 2 just because I did a Mini Rejects 1 last time and I really want to show us taking down Curtain Call here. So let's start out, and if you haven't watched this series, basically I watch your attack in ×4 and then I give a rating from 1 to 10 based on how good I think your attack was. And I recognize that you guys are all different levels, so I try to make my rating around your different levels. So messed up with the flare in the beginning, but was able to universal remote one of the rocket launchers. I'm gonna give that attack like a 5 out of 10 just because the mess up with the Zukas was kind of a fail. Okay, next up we have Fabio coming in, attacking the same base using AZ. So I might not be able to get through all of the attacks in today's video. That's typically kind of how it goes, just because there's so many attacks and I really don't have unlimited time. But so far I'm a little nervous that this player is just farming some cells. Okay, got a little energy, not just farming cells, flaring right under the core, flaring to the core, perfect shocks. Wow, very nice attack. I really like it. You know, the player was pretty low level, so couldn't deal that much damage, but honestly I'll give that attack like a 9 out of 10. I think that was a really solid attack. Next up we have King Cucumber coming in and attacking Axiom. So taking down the rocket launchers on the beach, something that's very necessary. Interesting strategy to do that, because I probably would sit inside the dead zone of the rocket launchers instead of shock them. You would save so much more energy and it would work a lot better for you than taking out mines around the core, I think. So nice attack, nice taking down the rocket launchers, probably like a 7 out of 10 overall. Okay, so next up we have Frosted coming in and attacking Conveyor. This is the opening hit to Conveyor. I really don't like this base. Probably part of the reason I don't like this base is when we were doing our 2 10-man teams attacking operations, this base had to be soloed. So I never liked attacking it and soloing it, but that's just my personal onion. Okay, so decent attack overall. I probably would give it like a 6 out of 10. There were a couple mishaps when flaring to the rocket launchers and taking down the rocket launchers, but took down 2 of them, which is pretty good. I didn't see that player's level, so I don't know for sure. So this is when we had universal remote, or universal remote gumbo ability. So I think that's called remote hack gumbo ability, and was able to take down, it looks like 3 rocket launchers on the left hand side, which is really good. I probably would have took down these top 2 instead, just because they're kind of hurting this entire attack and taking down some of the cells on the right hand side. Honestly, decent attack. I don't really know what else to say. I'm not a huge fan of taking down these but not taking down these, because now someone can't just flare up here and take down all these cells easily. It'd be a little more difficult. So probably like a 6 out of 10 again. Here we go. Here is Bobody attacking Conveyor, taking down the last 2 rocket launchers. Nice. And then dropping his Zukas on the bottom, flaring right under the core. A couple machine guns hit his Zukas and took down some, but got his shock off. No, I don't think he had enough energy. The shock launcher was in range. He shocked the sniper towers, which was kind of interesting. I don't really know what to rank that. I probably would rank it like a 6 out of 10 also. I think there were some things that the player could have done a little bit better. But here is Looping Oracle attacking Conveyor. So now we're at the point where it's a pretty easy Zuka hit. You don't really have any shocks now that the shock launcher is taken out, and it's a very easy finish. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 just because there's really no difficulty there. I mean, based on what he had, he executed it perfectly. He did well, but just because there's not really any difficulty in doing that, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. But still, like, it was a good attack. It just was easier base to attack. But for a new Zuka player, that sort of attack is perfect. That's exactly the kind of attack you want. Okay. I'm a little bit intrigued at what this player is up to. Lost all of his Zukas but like 1 on the walk up. gonna have to give it a 3 out of 10. I'm sorry, you know, a 3 out of 10 just because all of the Zookas died, and I can't really give it anything higher because all of the Zookas died. But honestly, that was just like one little mistake, so don't get caught up on it too much. So, dropped 4 remote hacks. That's insane. That's a lot. I'm kind of wondering what this player is doing. Clearing a major part of the base though. Very nice very nice attack, I think. Took down a ton of defenses. Honestly, the next player should definitely finish this off. It's a 2-shock hit, taking down the rest of the base. If I had to give you my personal opinion, I wish the player would not have taken down these 2 rocket launchers, the one under these 2, because that was a ton of energy this player spent, and I don't think it was necessary because someone will still have to drop a shock there. You can come in, attack this base, and drop 2 shocks and take it down. So I wish this player would have used the 2 universal remotes at the beginning, remote hacks or whatever, then brought his AZ up, smoked it up, dropped 2 shocks, and took a decent chunk out of the core. It wouldn't have been enough because that player seemed pretty low level, but it would have been a pretty good hit. So remote hacking at the rocket launchers in the back, just making room for his bombardier rush. Now I get nervous when I don't have any heavies or any medics and I'm using bombardiers. He does have bullet energy drink, which, oh, not anymore. It's fine though, he knows what he's doing. I guess I never really thought about flanking the base this way. It's interesting, never seen it done this way, so it was a solid hit, a good clear, and a good way to finish. This player looks to be maxed out, so gonna have to give it like a 9 out of 10, a 9.5 out of 10. It's very close to a 10 out of 10. I don't really know why I wouldn't make it a 10 out of 10. It's a good hit, it just doesn't blow my mind, you know? For a 10 out of 10 attack, you really just have to blow my mind and make me feel more emotions. I don't know. Also, I'm gonna be doing a Boom Beach base review video, which is where I rank your Boom Beach bases soon. So when that happens, I will let you know. But as soon as I open that up, you guys can send me your base designs and your base links on our Discord server, and I will review them. But don't send them to me yet. When I open it up, then you send them to me, because I'm not gonna take them if you send me them early, because I want it to be fair for everyone. Alright, very shallow flares, but got to the back safely, dropped the shocks perfectly, and almost took it out. That one rocket launcher here at the bottom hurt a lot. That was very painful to watch, but I would have to give that attack, I don't know if I ranked the last one, I'm sorry, but the last attack, Snake Eater, I'm gonna have to give that like a 9 out of 10 also, because very nice attack, just I don't think that player had enough energy to shock the last rocket launcher, which is a part of strategy, like knowing how much energy you have. But personally, I feel like, oh, this is me. Oh, look at this. But personally, I feel like if you attack, like I don't add up all the energy I'm going to use for an operation attack, so I'm not going to expect other people to as well. So I'm not going to include that into my ranking system, although I probably already have. I don't know. So this player, Fuse Life, what a cool name, is taking down the base, you know, cleared a massive chunk of the base, just a beautiful hit, just preparing this amazing snipe on this right hand side, cleared all the way up here, so you can just sit here where he's sitting now and just take down the core. Honestly, I've never seen a better attack. 10 out of 10. I'm just kidding. I don't know what I would rank that. I'm not gonna rank my own. But it was a good hit, I'll be honest. I'm only level 42 and I was able to walk up the side and clear a part for the core. I think someone else attacked it before me and cleared some stuff, so I can't take all the credit. But it was still a good hit. Okay, Khalid coming in, dropping 3 shocks. I think it could have been done in 2. Very close hit. 8.5 out of 10. I take it back. I don't think it could be done in 2 shocks, this one mortar here, but you definitely could have parked over here more, right above this boom cannon, and done it in 2 shocks. So I don't know. It's a very tight park, so it's, I mean, very hard to do. So I'm gonna have to give that attack like an 8.5 out of 10 also. I feel like this operation is going so much better ranking wise than previous operations. When I ranked our top team, our team that was taking out Dead End, I believe, in my last ranking your task force attacks, it was very, very rough. There were a lot of failed attacks, but here I'm not really seeing that. I don't know if it's just because it's low levels and that's kind of what you expect, or not what you expect, but no one's really trying these super complicated AZ attacks, so I'm not really expecting that. But nice hit, 7 out of 10. It was really easy. Perfect clear by me, so you really didn't have to do too much. Okay, baby BBP. Kind of a fail by universal remoting all of them at the same time, but took down one of them. I don't know how many this player took out. I believe it took out, or he hacked 3 shock launchers at once. But remember, hacking does not mean you take it out for sure. I'm going to rate that attack like a 3 out of 10. I was not a huge fan of it. Okay, Wakanda coming in. He is our leader of our main team. Kind of the player that's been watching over the task forces for me. Very active, knows a lot about the game. Pretty easy hit as well. So I'm going to have to rank that attack probably like a 7 out of 10 also. It's a really easy hit. Can't really go wrong. So far, I'm a little disappointed. I haven't seen any 10 out of 10s. Hopefully we'll get one of those soon. I'm pretty sure this player finishes this off. Please. Okay, good job. No. Frick. What? What level was he? 47, 28% troop damage. I feel like you could have took that out. I don't know. I didn't see any issues, but 6 out of 10 for not taking that out. I don't know how much is on this core. I'm probably being super disrespectful. I'm not trying to be, but I just don't know a lot about what was currently going on here. Okay. Ooh, messed up the smokes. That player really needs to upgrade the smokes. It didn't seem like he had that high upgraded smokes. Try to get those upgraded. That'll help you a lot with AZ. Gonna have to give that like a 5 out of 10 just because there were some issues. I mean, it was my level, so that's kind of weird thinking. That player was my level. Anyway, we have Shield coming in here. Shield, not Shield. Taking down the base. Finally, this base has taken so many of our attacks. Gonna have to rank that attack a 7 out of 10. I'm kind of going to 7 out of 10 for like easy finishes that someone just successfully was able to do it. And then anything over that is like a solid attack. What I was saying was, I'm sad I haven't seen any like attacks that I would give a 10 on. Attacks that are just super good AZ attacks or super good clear attacks where you just do everything right. This attack was decent, kind of ran out of time. I don't know if this player has energy drink, but energy drink would have been a better bet than taunt, I feel like. Gonna have to give that attack probably like a 5 out of 10. Next up, we have Zero coming in. Now I have to remember this player is only a level 40, which isn't that high. So he's taking down, it looks like the mines in the back. I don't know if that second barrage was an accident or not, but we'll see. So this seems to be a very long attack, and I really hope this player is doing more than just clearing all of these shock mines or clearing all of these power cells and dropping barrages in the back. I'm really hoping. But it's not looking good because he has a minute and a half left. Okay, I'm not going to watch that. I'm going to have to rank that attack like a 4 out of 10. I wasn't a huge fan. Just clearing the beach here, which really didn't need to be cleared. I don't really know. So this player dropped Everspark on this right-hand side. I don't really know why. While he is barding down the mines in the backfield. Okay, bombardiers are down. don't want to watch this. This seems so boring. I don't really know what the plan is here, guys. Maybe I'm just confused at what the team was thinking at this time. Also, if I say something that's contrary to what like the note said or what a leader or officer was saying, I'm sorry. I wasn't here when you guys were finishing up Boomtown, but I'm not a huge fan of these attacks where you're just clearing power cells, if I haven't made that clear. I know they're doing more and taking out mines in the backfield, but from what I remember, Boomtown, you typically go from the left-hand side up over the core. I mean, all you really need to do is take down the shield on the left-hand side, and then you can go from the right-hand side. But the right-hand side looks like it's way worse than the left-hand side. I'm going to have to give that attack probably a 4 out of 10 as well. I'm not a huge fan of what our task force is doing right now. Okay, so Grenadiers, again, right-hand side, going to the back. Now that all the mines are cleared, good job, guys, but only one survived. I'm not going to watch the rest of that. I'm sorry, but that was a little bit of a mistake. Probably like a 6 out of 10. I like where his mine was going, but the tiny little fail, maybe a 5 out of 10. The tiny little fail really hurt. Okay, a very low-level player, but let's see if this player had shocks or smokes. If this player had smokes, he did. You should have probably flared up and took down the shield or tried to take down the shield. Probably going to have to give that attack a 4 out of 10 as well. Okay, left-hand side. This is a hard base, guys. This is a very tough base, so don't feel bad if you got a bad score on this. Please do not go on this. Okay, you flared to the shield generator, which is good. I'm not going to watch the rest of that. We're going to start the next battle and see if the shield generator was dropped. It wasn't dropped, but it was very close. That's like 1 artillery, so we don't really have to go left side anymore if we don't want to. I still feel like that's what people might do. Was that a tiny shock? That must have been a mistake, I think. Yeah, it was a mistake. Last attack, probably like a 4 or 5 out of 10 as well. Okay. It looks like we're going from the right or from the left-hand side now. We're doing way too much work on the left-hand side. Gonna have to give that attack probably like a 4 or 5 out of 10 as well. All of these attacks are kind of the same, so I'm trying my best to give them ranks. Okay. Warriors. Interesting. You don't really see warriors in operations very much, but they're gonna get slaughtered by these rocket launchers. I don't like using warriors for that. I'm gonna have to give that attack a 3 out of 10. Okay, Boomtown. Let's go. Zookas. Finally, a troop that is meant for operations. We'll see if this player has enough smokes to get them to the back or take down the rocket launchers. I don't know what they're doing. Interesting. They're taking down cannons and shocking the rocket launchers. Kind of smart, to be honest. Trying to clear. This is what I was saying. We have to clear. We either have to clear the left-hand side or the right-hand side, and it looks like we're going right-hand side. Gonna have to give that attack a 5 out of 10. All right. We're getting very close to the end. Don't worry, guys. It's a long video, but we're gonna get through all of the attacks. Okay. Finally, Everspark in the back. We don't have Universal Remote anymore, I think. We just have Tiny Shock, I think. Nice. Nice. So close to taking down the other rocket launcher. You can't really do too much there, but just hope that both defenses drop. One did drop. The other one didn't. No energy left, which kind of sucks for this player, but you can't really do too much. If you're doing an attack like that where you don't know if you'll have enough energy, bring hookah or tanks or something. Don't bring just plain Zookas. 6 out of 10, I think. 5.5 out of 10. I like it more than other 5, so I don't want to give it a 5, but I don't know if it deserves a 6 yet. Okay. Hacking the shock launcher in the back, but ran out of energy, question mark? No, definitely did not run out of energy because they dropped Scorchers. I'm a little confused at why you're going in with Scorchers against Boomtown. They were going to go boom. Gonna have to give that attack like a 3 or 4 out of 10. Okay, my camera shut off, so hopefully it's back on. We're gonna try to get through these attacks as fast as possible. This is like the longest video I've done in a while, so make sure you guys are using code COSMIC in the shop to help support us. Okay. Not a very good attack, to be honest. gonna have to give it like a 2 or a 3 out of 10. Just kind of dropped Zukas and let them walk up the base. But at least they attacked is the thing. There we have a lot of people that don't attack, and we're trying to work through that. One of those people is in fact me, which is not a good leadership to not attack. But. Okay. I kind of like this, but tanks at a low level just aren't going to do enough damage. I like Kuka and just shock the rocket launchers. Gonna have to give that attack a 4 out of 10. Next up, we have Black Hammer. We really have to deal damage to this base. We have 2 attacks left, this attack and 1 more, and we defeated the base. So I'm really wondering who was it that took down this base, because there's a lot of stuff left we have to do here. I was also a little confused at what the point of that was, that universal remote. Okay, I'm not gonna watch more of that. I don't know what happened. That's all he dropped, 0 out of 10. Okay, finally, we had someone defeat the base. I don't even know what they're planning on doing. They're definitely going up here, taking down the shields and walking through the top of the base. We are very far behind. This attack might be the best attack of the day, finishing up this base, but let's see. Taking down the rocket launchers down here, perfect. Taking down everything. Oh my gosh, this attack is beefy. His bombardiers are still alive. Kudos to him for keeping his bombardiers alive this long. My bombardiers, I always suck at keeping bombardiers alive when I use tanks and bombardiers. My bombardiers would be dead right now. I really like this attack so far. We'll see what happens. Flaring down, had another energy drink left in him, taking down the core. 10 out of 10 attack, guys. Finishing up Boomtown, a base that was taunting us and hurting us for so long. There's a lot of confusion. I don't know if there were notes, which would be my fault and my leadership fault, but I feel like overall it was a good operation. It was a very good operation. It'd be fun to like add up all the attacks and give the average of the attacks. There were that's current. There were 35 attacks total, so I'm wondering what the average, if anyone wants to compute that, let me know down below what the average of those 35 attacks are, and that would be kind of cool, because then we can kind of rate our operations that we do. That's weird to think about. Okay, but I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like as always, and I'll talk to you guys in the next Boom Beach video. Bye.